Daniel Ventura here with the Inspired Mind Now. In this video, I'm going to be talking about celebrate all wins, right? Celebrate all wins. All of them, small or big. So, anyways, the reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of times we don't celebrate the smallest wins that we have, and we don't realize that the small wins are huge because those small wins actually help us increase our confidence, right? It actually helps us move forward towards our goals and our dreams. And what is so interesting is that you've heard me talk about me running, right? So in some of my videos, I actually talk about me running, and I'm actually not a runner. Somebody said, "Wow, you're a runner." I'm like, "No, no, no. I am not a runner. I actually use the run to actually help me, get clarity on things, help me get in shape, help me lose some weight, help me burn some calories, help me with my metabolism." I struggled. I struggled running. Like if you knew, only if you knew, like I didn't run for like over 20 years. Like seriously, like any type of run, I didn't really run. So the first time we ran, me and my wife, I think it was like maybe a mile or two, and within the first half a mile, I was not able to run. I started getting cramps in my calves, and I was struggling. I was like walking. It took me a while just to walk back home, right? So, anyways, I would continue to run, right, and I would get better at it, and I would start doing 1 mile, and I remember getting the first mile. I was like, oh man, I finally did a mile. I was so excited, right? And then it started increasing to 2 miles, to 3 miles, and that'll be the average. I would average about 2 to 3 miles a week now, right? So a week, I would average 2 to 3 miles a week, and I had set a goal for myself. This is kind of crazy, right? So I set a goal for myself to run a total of 40 miles within 4 weeks, right? 4 weeks. So average of 10 miles per week, and I was only running, again, 2 to 3 miles per run, and I would average about 5 miles a week, all depending on how much times I would run, right? So now with the me doubling my run, you're talking about 100% increase from 50, from 20 miles to 40 miles, right? I set that goal for myself, right? And I remember the first week, I was like, man, I did like 15 miles. I was like, whoo, whoo, I was being my own cheerleader, right? I was being my own cheerleader. I was all excited. Next week, I kind of came down a little. I got kind of busy. I had stuff to do. It got kind of busy. And then the third week, it slowed down dramatically. I think I ran like 3 miles or something like that. I think I only like ran once. So the following week, the fourth week, man, I had to turn up the volume, man. You're talking about like running 5 miles in a day. So like, I remember like I had like I think like 7 days, and I was like, okay, I don't want to wait till the very end. Let me get it done at the beginning, right? So I think like towards the end, I ran like the last 2 days, I ran like 5 miles and 4.5, and I was just pushing myself, right? I'll be pushing myself. I'll be being my own cheerleader. I'll be clapping and clapping and clapping while I was running, right? And I remember when I finally got to the 40th mile, right? Because I tracked to see how much miles I needed to run. When I finally got to the 40 miles, man, I remember that feeling I got. I was like, oh, that relief, like, yeah. And I just clapped, right? And you know what? I should have celebrated more. That was huge, right? From 20 miles to 40 miles, that was huge, right? And I didn't take it seriously. I didn't, I wasn't like all excited and stuff. I just knew I felt good, right? I just knew like, oh yeah, I did it. I didn't really celebrate. Like every mile that I run, I should have been celebrating because it was like 1 mile to my goal, right? And when I got to my 40th mile, I should have been excited. And I talk about this story, right? My story about running. It it is the same way in all areas in your life. If you set a goal to hit an X amount of dollars for sales, or maybe at your job, maybe you're saving money or something. celebrate those wins. Maybe if it's going out in on dates or something, celebrate that wins. Celebrate all wins. It doesn't matter, because when you celebrate your wins, it plays a huge part in building your confidence. And when you start building up that confidence, you start stretching yourself out of your comfort zone. And when you start stretching yourself out of your comfort zone, you get comfortable. And you continue that cycle, and that way you start accomplishing big things. Right? So make sure you celebrate all wins, big or small. Celebrate them all. Anyways, you have an awesome day, and I'll see you on the next video.